So let's see here. Cracked in the middle of combat with Half-Lady Jack Z. We have... He's got medium cover. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oh, yeah, I probably should move first, shouldn't I? Aha! Oh. Oh no! You missed? He's like 15 feet in front of you. How did you miss? Ow. Well, the 15% accuracy helped. Man, I can't hit nothing. Was it 43? Oh, 43% to hit. And yet he does it. What the? Do aliens exist in the cyberpunk future? You know, that's an interesting question. I don't think it's ever been formally established, but there are things that are... At least in the Shadowrun universe, there is definitely the idea of the fact that there are things that are alien to our understanding of the world. Bug spirits, for instance, are often regarded as having a completely alien nature in terms of how they function, how they think, how they operate, everything, that they are considered horrors, almost like Lovecraftian horrors, in the aspect of the fact that they are so foreign to humanity that they are pretty much considered alien. In terms of space aliens, I don't think they're ever, like, formally confirmed in Shadowrun. At least not in any of the source books I've ever had. In terms of, like, creating your own cyberpunk future, I don't see why not. I think it would be very interesting, because, like, they always try to include some sort of concept that is alien-like. If it's not, like, the bug spirits of Shadowrun, in Cyberpunk 2077 you have the AI from Beyond the Black Wall, which serve a similar function of just being completely incomprehensible to humans in terms of means, motivation, function. These things would be considered alien, but not necessarily extraterrestrial. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an interesting thought process, because it's like it makes you kind of boil down the question of what makes something alien. And there's definitely arguments to be made that's like, oh, it means from outer space. But there are things that can be argued that are equally as weird and foreign and incomprehensible that are at the bottom of the ocean.
Why do melons have weddings? Because they cantaloupe.
That is a supremely good pun. I love that. I don't think I would have ever thought of that pun, but that's a really good one. That's why I love dad jokes. It's sitting there, like, the clever wordplay is just so good. Okay, this is me. I can move maybe here and I can get 98. These are like XCOM odds, right? You know, 99. Does 99 mean 99? How did you miss? Like, I get it. He's in medium cover, but you are standing right there. Okay, I admit that one was my bad. They came out this door, so... You feel attacked? Well, then think about how I feel. Ah. Wait, are there more dudes in here or something? Well, there are. This is like a carved elephant right here in the center. For the second, I thought it was like a giant, like, squid alien monster thing that they had, like, sprawled out and doing experiments on. I've been playing too much Baldur's Gate. Even if I do that, it's not going to be enough to get a decent... Can we just reload? No? Okay. Can I mark a target? See, that's going to get me 57 to hit. That's a 50-50 shot, which isn't terrible. We'll mark that target. Let's see. Aim. Heal wound. Dragon Slayer Idol? What? The power of the Dragon Slayer aids all friends within a 3-tile range with incoming damage reduced by 3. The heck is that? What the? Oh, I didn't even see him back there. No. I really want to see what this spell does. So, there. So let's see, we're back to me. Was that a 40% chance to hit? Or a 36% chance to hit from back here? No! I can't hit nothing. Monica, take me to your literature club. And she hit. Why don't you heal yourself? What do you mean no wounds to heal? You are bleeding out, man. Haste 1. Oh. Yeah, I'd have to move to attack. Can I just end? Yeah, I can just end the turn. I want to keep him back there nice and safe because he's the lowest health person. Whoa. We mark him? Full fire! Burst fire! Shoot him! Shoot him! Do I have to move to throw for him? Nope. There we go. I mean, it didn't do anything, but... Okay, now we're in trouble. He's, like, right here. So what, that's 70% hit with a 91% chance to crit. If I switch to this mode, my crit goes down to 50% chance to crit. But an 85% chance to hit. See, I can heal him, but not myself. Oh, from the most recent attack. Okay, that's why. We'll buff Glory's chance to hit here. See, 71% chance to hit. I feel pretty good about this. Nah, Dietrich, you're good. Yay! I got the final hit, thanks to my little dwarfy butt. Alright, can we patch up Dietrich at all? Can we see the party? Inventory? Monica inventory. Can I use the inventory on someone else? Dietrich's dying. Use, oh, there we go. Use it on Dietrich, please. No, I don't want to go to a new location. I want to figure out what's in the locked door over here.
Do you think the sea is salty because the shore never waves back at it?
I mean, it would explain a few things. Just wondering if there's something I can find to interact with to open up that door. I don't see anything, though. Yeah, we'll just go to the next location. So, do I take the sea as salty because the shore never waves back at it? It's one of those things where it's just kind of like... That raises the question of... What's the deal with lakes, then? Because lakes have waves. Not as big, but they do have waves. But they're not salty. Are lakes just better temperament than the ocean? Maybe. Really, someone should tell the ocean to be the bigger pool of water. Not take it so personally. So far, so good. If your skirmish with security set off any alarms, you don't hear them. Monica leads the team downwards into the basement of Harfield Manor. Your payday is waiting. The data vault lies ahead. Dietrich eyes the door and then Monica. That's a big freaking vault, Liebchen. Bigger than the one on the schematic. The schematic didn't have a date. Our client may have old intel. Still, our instructions were clear. The data we're looking for should be on the other side of this door. Monica combs a hand through her hair, parting it to reveal a plastic sheath on her data jack. The ocean needs glasses because it can't see. That's a good point. Maybe that's why it can't. Maybe that's why it thinks it's not getting waved at. Maybe the sand is waving back. The shore is constantly waving back. But poor ocean is blind. And just like that, we already have the premise of a webcomic right here, just between these 3 points. That's enough to start a webcomic, or it was back in the day, at least. A quick jaunt in the Matrix, a little digital hand waving, and we'll have this thing wide open. Burst of static crackles through the tiny speaker on Monica's comlink. Iger, still in position outside the estate. Hold on, Monica. Who's in charge while you're jacked in? Monica rolls her eyes. Dietrich fixes his stare intently on the vault door. Glory looks cold and distant, just like she always does. We've been through this before, Iger. You're not in the KSK anymore, and that chain of command nonsense doesn't fly in the shadows. We don't need rules and regulations to guide us. The same principles that apply to the flux state. Please, spare me the lecture. Your politics have nothing to do with this. Best get used to it, Iger love. She sighs. Look, it's a simple question. Years of experience tell me that it needs an answer. I can volunteer to take the crack of the door instead. Get some decking experience. And then we don't have this stupid argument about chain o' command. Monica smiles but shakes her head no. No offense, half-lady Jack Z. But this is my team, and at least for now, I handle the grid work. Then you need a second in command. Come on, Monica, put someone in charge. Let's get on with the mission. Monica stares at the screen on her wrist for a moment, clearly irritated. Then a twinkle appears in her eye again. She smiles at you and speaks into the comlink. Very well. We'll do this one Iger's way. While I'm jacked in, Half-Lady Jack Z is in charge. There's a pause, then Iger's voice crackles out of the comm link. Half-Lady Jack Z? Did I hear you right? You're putting the rookie in command? Look, I'm no rookie, and you know it. Kind of standoffish. Thought you were a pro, Iger. Questioning orders in front of the team, it isn't exactly a pro move, is it? Or, listen, Iger, you asked for a decision. You got one. Which, honestly, is about where I would respond, yeah. This is ridiculous. Hello, Felix. You lurk around, you have a great stream. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for lurking around. You've never played this game? This is the first time I've played it, too. I played a little bit of the original version of it, Shadowrun Returns. So I'm roughly familiar with the mechanics, but in terms of like how this story and scenario and the characters and everything, I'm completely blind on this one. I haven't played this one or Hong Kong. But these are really fun. I mean, it's kind of XCOM-y, but I'll take XCOM-y for this style of game over the weird attempt they made in the early 2000s to try and turn Shadowrun into like an FPS weird Halo knockoff thing. It was not a great game, and it was just very clearly they're just kind of like, well, just slap this together. I don't know. That one was terrible. I know that this is a joke to you, Monica, but I'm telling you. Iger? Monica's tone is all business. Evidently, she's heard enough. The decision is made. You have an answer. Acknowledged. Without another word, Iger's image flickers and fades from Monica's communicator. Sorry about that. Iger can be inflexible. The legacy of a long military career. But she knows what she's doing, and she means well. No sweat. I'll buy her a beer and we'll talk it out after the job. Good man. Iger's skills and experience are invaluable to the team. It would be good to have her on your side. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get this done. Monica turns towards the door, fingers poised on the controls of her cyberdeck, then glances back at you to grin. See you on the other side. Then she punches it, projecting her consciousness into the cyberspace, her fingers harmonizing with a smooth rhythmic staccato that can only an expert decker can achieve. Uh-huh. Ah! Her head just blew up! If the ice can do that, no, we need to leave now. Without warning, Monica's back arches violently and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. Her muscle spasms ripple through her face and her jaw snaps shut, sending a mist of blood spraying from her mouth between her teeth. You look down to see a nub of pink flesh hit the floor. It's the tip of her tongue. The room explodes into action. Glory leaps in front of Monica, her hand outstretched to yank the cord from her data jack. Dietrich surges forward to wrap the team's fallen decker in a bear hug, holding her against the convulsions that rack her body. With Monica's unearthly scream still ringing sharply in your head, You only see dimly aware of the door slamming shut behind you. Help Glory pull the plug. Smash Monica's cyber deck. Help Dietrich hold Monica down. Dietrich, that's not going to do me any good. I'm not strong enough to do that. Smashing the deck might kill the ice. I'm going to help pull the plug. While Glory holds Monica's head steady, you snatch the cord that connects Monica's data jack to her cyber deck. Without a moment's hesitation, you give a solid yank and the cord comes free. A wisp of oily blue smoke traces away from the data jack to the ceiling. The calming lead sense of charred meat and ozone fill the air. You've seen the effect of biofeedback before, but nothing like this. Ah, that picture! Suddenly, Monica's eyes flutter open. Muscle tremors continue to distort her face as blood oozes between her lips. You see the muscles in her jaw tensing, and the look of concentration in her eyes. She's struggling to speak. Talk to me, Monica. What are you trying to say? Just stay with us, Monica. We're going to get you out of here. Aw, I don't have enough biotech to evaluate the damage. What is she trying to say? Slowly, painfully, Monica wrestles her jaw open. The blood welled up in her mouth comes pouring out in a slick. Covering her chest, she expels a thick guttural sound that might be a word. Satisfied, she closes her eyes and forces her mouth to take the shape that she needs. Fear. With an effort, Monica opens her eyes again and meets yours. You see the pain and fear in her gaze, and something else. Hope? Fear shrinky. Fear shrinky. Of course. Does anyone actually have a clue what the heck she just said? So this feels like this one thing like like that Sherlock Holmes story where like the entire suspense of the mystery is utterly defeated if you actually already speak German. I feel like that's what this is going to lead into. Like, this is going to be a thing where we're going to try and have to figure out what exactly she was trying to say this entire time. And if we knew German, we'd be like, she said this. And, like, that's the key to solving this whole thing. A sudden spasm jerks from Monica's head back again. She grunts, then her chin drops to her chest, and her head lolls to one side. Her eyes fix on an object in the next room, a computer terminal. The soft light of a cursor blinks in its recessed screen. Slowly, she attempts to speak again. The only sound emerges as a long, strangled croak. A look of resignation washes over Monica's face, and she stops fighting. Her gore-slick jaw goes slack, and she dies. It was very nice of them to wait until she died for them to start combat. We've got hostiles. This clearly isn't a data vault. We need to get out of here. Yeah, took down that guy. Like a 40% chance to hit that. I don't know if it covers this entire area or... Wow, I couldn't hit worth the... Ow, why'd you hit me? Like, in terms of getting out of here, I don't think that's the right call necessarily. Because I think we need to do something with the computer back here, because that's what she was eyeing before she died. Like, this clearly isn't a data vault, but I think whatever it is we're supposed to get in here. Where are you going? We're running back into this, like, the weird little corner back here. And somehow, no one can hit anyone. There. Why do I get the feeling there's still more enemies somewhere? Namely because we're still in combat mode. Here, you can have an extra AP. Because you need to get over to the computer. Because you're our only decker now. Let's see. Terminal. MCPOS Building Maintenance Software version 1.01. Command line interface. Internal memory checksum invalid. Half Lady Jack Z, Half Lady Jack Z, Half Lady Jack Z, Half Lady Jack Z, Half Lady Jack Z. Was she trying to communicate through this with us? Dietrich scans the room nervously. They've sealed the doors behind us. We've got to find another way out here. What are you doing? I think Monica may have inserted a bug into the system before she died. What's it for? Something tells me we're going to have more company soon. Stay frosty, Dietrich. Just give me a minute. Restore MC pose to factory default settings. Restore process will take several minutes to execute. Connected doors and peripherals will be disarmed when complete. I like how it just says my name at the bottom of everything. I get, my only choice is to say yes, so 0% complete. As you watch the number on the screen slowly begin to climb, this is going to take a while. You glance down at the second screen to see the facility is on high alert. In place of a simple data vault, you seem to stumble upon some sort of massive underground complex. Did we find the Umbrella Corporation? This is the Hive. A map of the Holdfast. Oh, I say that, and I was just talking about how bug spirits were the plot of the first one. This doesn't seem like a bug spirit thing, though. Bug spirits usually aren't using technology this much. A map of the Holdfast grounds indicates the security forces are en route from multiple angles. The doors are being rebooted and the system's restore processes are flashing in a dull red. If you're reading this display correctly, the only exit from this room is the Holdfast's old servant entrance on the western side of the building. At that moment, Iger's image winks into your comm link with a crackling sound. The image is grainy, flickering in and out. What's going on there, rookie? Talk to me. Iger, new extraction point. We'll keep it business. We don't need the whole setup thing with right now. Right now is what we need to get out of here. Hold up, where's Monica? Down, we'll be exiting via an old servant entrance. Or, Monica didn't make it. We now have to get out of here. Look for an old servant's entrance to the west of the main grounds. I shall rendezvous with you there. Or, down. We're exiting via an old servant's entrance to the west of the main grounds. I need you to keep that exit clear. Wonder which one really is. Probably the better. Iger's silence is thick, but when she finally responds, her tone is professional. Roger that. She cuts out without another word. Glory turns to face you, her movements smooth and robotic. Her voice comes out of a frosty monotone. What's the play, half Lady Jack Z? Our escape route will open in a minute. Hold tight till then. I say we kill every Dreckhead who enters this room. How does that sound? Monica found a way to open the doors, but it's going to take some time. We're going to keep on top of it. By hold tight, you mean sit here and fry anyone who comes to the door, don't you? No, I mean stay sharp, stay calm, stay alive. The goal is to get out of here, not to take them down. If we can... I mean, we will have to, I assume, take care of them. But the goal is to stay alive. That is the more important priority. For a second, Dietrich's pained expression twists into a mask of hatred, and then he regains his composure. Yeah, don't worry. I've got your back. Good. Now let's find some cover and wait for the door locks to disarm. Survive for 10 turns. Which doors are we waiting for? These? Oh. Yeah, it's probably the one that says exit in big red letters. I don't think there's a door on this side. There's definitely one here. And there's one back here. And one over here. But I'm betting this is where... The two on the sides are the ones I'm betting are where our enemies are going to be coming from. So I'm just going to try and get everyone into a decent position here. Actually, can we get you back here? This is probably a safer spot. Keep our ammo reloaded. He doesn't need to reload. Oh yeah, she could switch to like her clawed cyber arms too, worst comes to worst. There's an enemy. Oh, we got a drone. I can't throw the grenade through the door. That's no fun. Right. Well, there was a door on that side. Shoot. Where are they going? Oh. What the heck is that thing? That looks like something that just escaped from Doom. Alright, we're on me. The figure lopping towards you is big, even for an orc. The majority of his body is sheathed in a suit of heavy overlapping plates. What you can see is his face looking raw and slick, old scar tissue stretching tight over his skull. He wears an expression of supreme confidence. All right, friends. Playtime is over. All you Shadowrunners are the same. Skulking, sneaking, steal a vase or two from the museum, no harm. Maybe I'd let you even scamper away into the night. But now it's too late for that sort of generosity. Visitors aren't welcome down here. The gaping maw of the minigun jerks upward, and an impatient gesture loaded with malice. Drop your weapons and surrender. That's military-grade armor he's wearing, Half-Lady Jax. Hardened against small arms fire. We'll have a tough time getting through it. I'm less concerned about the armor and more about that minigun. Those things can tear a man in half. You have 3 seconds before I open the hose. Step out of here and surrender, and I promise I'll make this easy. So, something tells me you're going to kill us either way. That's the realistic choice, honestly. True, I can't deny it. But wouldn't it be easier if you didn't fight back? The orc shrugs, and you hear the distinctive whir of the Vindicator's motors spinning up to speed. The barrels begin to blur as he wheels the weapon to face you. I think I just sent Dietrich to his death. Oh boy. You're kidding me. According to this, he's got like 6, 7 action points that he gets to use. Oh. Didn't realize I was aiming at the wrong thing. Run! Just try and get on the other side of the freaking map from the thing. Just kite him around the center pillar. Ow. Well, shoot. That plan went to hell. Okay, it can't just be me. A lot of these guys look like they're cybernetically enhanced. No! Hi. Nice to meet you. Bye. Ow! Where did you come from? I got the door opening in one turn. The door unlocks with a loud click. The escape route is clear. Yes! Get out! What? No! Slice him up. Oh, there it is. Okay, I thought we were supposed to go through the elevator over here. What? Ha 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 ha. Take that. We made it out. Frickin' jerks. Kind of weirded out by the giant frickin' robot people, though. I don't think that was supposed to be down there.